Today on Rappler, search teams for missing AirAsia plane recover more than 40 bodies from the sea. China blocks all access to Gmail. And at least 30 die from landslides and floods caused by tropical storm Senyang in the Philippines. Hello, I'm Maria Ressa. This is Rappler's Wrap for the day, a list of the most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. An Indonesian warship recovers more than 40 bodies from the Java Sea. On day 3, late afternoon, an Indonesian Navy spokesman says they have, in his words, retrieved 40 bodies and the number is growing. They're very busy now. Earlier, an aerial search spots debris floating on the ocean, which included an emergency slide and plane door. Indonesian Rescue Chief Bambang Sulistyo says search operations are concentrated around 160 kilometers southwest of Pangkalan Bun town on Borneo Island. Searchers on board an Air Force plane spotted a shadow in the seabed in the area believed to be the missing flight QZ8501. China blocks the last remaining access to Google's popular email service. Since the 25th anniversary in June of the Tiananmen Square crackdown, Gmail is not accessible from its web page in China. On Monday, China blocks third-party mail applications that access the email service. China blocks foreign websites using its system dubbed the Great Firewall. It also routinely deletes content considered offensive. Customers of the National Power Corporation, or NAPOCOR, may have to pay more for their electricity if a rate hike is approved by the Energy Regulatory Commission, or the ERC. In its application to the ERC, the power provider asked for an increase of 1.8 pesos per kilowatt hour in Luzon, 2.2 pesos in Visayas, and 1.5 pesos in Mindanao. If approved, the rates will be implemented over 2 years to fully recover 1.6 billion pesos, or almost $37 million worth of deferred fuel costs. A social weather station, or SWS survey, estimates at least 11.4 million families in the Philippines consider themselves poor. The figure corresponds to 52% of families. The survey also shows record high levels of poverty thresholds in various parts of the Philippines. For the entire 2014, self-rated poverty among families stood at 54%, up from 52% in 2013 and 2012. But despite this, along with the scandals and tragedies that hit the country in 2014, most Filipinos welcome the new year with hope. Another SWS survey shows 93% of Filipinos enter 2015 with hope instead of fear. The figures are similar to last year's. Filipinos' optimism for the new year has not dipped below 90% since 2010 and has been above 80% since the poll. 2 days of heavy flooding and landslides kill people as tropical storm Senyang, international name Jangmi, batters parts of Visayas and Mindanao. Local officials say at least 30 die, while the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council says at least 21 are dead. Thousands leave their homes as the storm brings heavy rains and floods, triggering landslides in some areas and unprecedented flooding in Bohol, which is now under a state of calamity. As of 5 p.m., Tropical Storm Senyang speeds up and now moves towards Cuyo Island, carrying maximum winds of up to 65 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Senyang is located at 108 kilometers southwest of Iloilo City and is expected to be 110 kilometers west of Puerto Princesa City on Wednesday. Storm signal number 2 is up over Cuyo Island, Palawan, Guimaras, southern Antique, and southern Iloilo. Signal number 1 is up over the Calamian group of islands, Negros, Occidental, Aklan, Capiz, the rest of Iloilo, and the rest of Antique. For the full stories, click on the links on your screen. And for those of you watching on mobile, the links can be found on the titles on the article. You can also click on the tabs below to go to a story in the video. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. If we take a look at the mood navigator in the middle of today's front page, you can see that The story that's gotten the most number of votes in the last 24 hours is this one. More than 40 bodies retrieved in the AirAsia search, according to the Indonesian Navy. You have a whopping 88% sad. That gray bringing out the mood of the day. Today, most people are sad. Well, that is the wrap for today, Tuesday, December 30th, 2014. Visit Rappler.com for the latest news here and around the world. Check out our other shows, Tech Wrap and Rappler's Year Ender 2014 in Moods. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.